Hey, what's up everybody? This is Autobot Gamer coming back at you with another video review. Now, we are going over the Fall of Cybertron Combaticons through the course of this week, and we are now on part 4 of 5, the right arm of Bruticus. I had to think it for a second. Blastoff. He is a Cybertronian space shuttle. Let me just readjust my light here a little bit. Yeah, he's a Cybertronian space shuttle with a very large engine in the back. He does have just wings that would never allow this thing to fly, let's just say. And he does have a yellow cockpit up here. This section, I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It is a very nice shade of purple. My camera's not really doing it justice. Here, let me see if this helps. No, that really did not help. Okay, well, whatever. So, yes, he has a very nice yellow color on his cockpit up here. Let's get into some nice detail. Don't ask about the orange. My dad got this for me off eBay as a gift, so I don't know what that orange stuff in the yellow is. See, he does have a very nice Decepticon symbol right there. He has a lot of silver paint on this engine compartment, each fin here. Yeah, well, real quick, let's do a size comparison with another space shuttle, Sentinel Prime, because I have him there. I guess we'll also do Blackjack. Move that out of the way. We'll go ahead and his weapons. He has two of these guns. They can be held like this if you want the wing sticking out to one side, or you can hold them like this. As you can see, they do have some fairly nice detailing on there. Some yellow paint on this fin. So you do have these ports here, and you also have these ones in the side. So let's just real quick. You have a hinge right here, so if you need to bring the wing down a little bit to work with it. You have the option to do that. I think I'm putting them in on the wrong sides. Something like that, I don't know. So you can do something kind of like that. Or if you want, you can do, it depends on what kind of look you're going for. Like an extra wing look, or if you're going for like a extra fin look, or you can just leave them off. It's your choice. Yeah, we'll go ahead and this section can lift up to expose the combiner port, much like Vortex's tail fin did. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get into his transformation here real quick. So first thing you kind of want to do is just take these rear sections and just kind of bring them out. Now, the one on my Blastoff's one side right here never wants to come undone without a little bit of, I gotta fiddle with it a little bit. Just kind of bring those out and bring those down, then orient them this way, so that it's like that. I will raise the camera a little bit. Then you're going to want to just kind of untab the two halves of this from both sides, and then you'll want to untab it from this section, because you can see there's a couple little tabs, and then you just kind of bring it out on this joint, and then you just kind of unpeg this section, flip this section down, tab this back into place. You're supposed to take these little tabs right here and peg them into these little sections right here. I don't, because it's difficult to do. Kind of like that. I'll do it for the sake of the review. There we go. And yes, it is supposed to kind of make that loud snap sound. So now you have most of Blastoff, and then what you want to do is just kind of take these rear fins, just kind of bring those down a little bit, and it should allow you to grab the rest of his arm and pull that down. Just do that on both sides, and now you have Blastoff. And Blastoff looks fantastic. He's probably my favorite of all of them. I mean, his transformation is fun. He looks great in both modes. He's just fantastic. We'll go ahead and give him his weapons, and again, you have a little bit of an option if you want him to hold it like this, or if you want him to hold it sideways, or you still have that little port here on the outside of the forearm, so if you want to give him like a cannon just on the outside. I typically just have him hold the gun, but I'm just giving you guys a few options here. You can even kind of do that if you wish. I'd just be a little wary of that because there's a little bit of contact with the wing here. Also, these little like holes here in the gun, those are also ports you can plug the weapons kind of together. Give them just a little bit of a funky looking double barrel blaster, if you so choose to do so. It's your figure. You choose how you'd like to display it. Just play around with it a little bit. There we go. So there we go. Just kind of like that. We'll go ahead and get a close up on that face. And you can see that looks great. I mean, that silver, the yellow eyes, and like even the back of his head, that's still kind of cool. Unfortunately, kind of like a couple of the other Combaticons, if you turn around, there's not exactly as much to look at, but he's probably one of the more filled out. I do like how they put thrusters on the back of his legs, and they did mold in some in the back of his shoulders to kind of emulate the thrusters changing their positions. Because if I remember right, he had 5 or 6 thrusters. I think he had 5, just in that big engine compartment from his alt mode. Real quick, we'll go through articulation. His head is on a little bit of a ball joint, but his head's not going to be looking up and down much. It's just kind of like that. His head can do a full 360. His shoulders can go out about that far, they kind of move more like this. So they do move forward just at a really strange angle. And if you need to, you can also use this joint up here in the actual shoulder pad. He does have a hinge here at the actual elbow. So he does have a hinge there, and then he also has a ball joint. Nothing at the waist, of course, due to just transformation. And then he does have a outward motion. That far, he can kick his leg forward. That far, he can bring it back all the way up. He has a nice full knee bend and nothing at the ankle. We'll go ahead and put him in. You know what? Here he is with my two comparisons for the video. Blackjack and Sentinel Prime. Yeah, these two could easily do like a tandem because they're pretty similar color schemes. Yeah, just giving you a size comparison though. I'll just take the guns out of his hand here really quick, and then that brings our grand total so far to this pile of weaponry, which we will scoot off to the side, and we will put him back into his space shuttle mode for his combination. Sorry. So just kind of fold the shoulders back up, and then just unpeg both of them. So just as hard to unpeg them as it is to peg them in. Bring this section back, flip this whole section around, tab that in, bring these couple sections back, kind of bring the legs down. Tab those together, tab that all in. There you have Gerwalk mode if you are one of the people that loves to do that. And then you bring the legs back, orient them properly, bring them back. And then there's like a set of two pegs in here. There's one right here, which pegs in right there. And there's this peg right here, which pegs in right in there. And there you go. There you have them back in space shuttle mode. Or if you want a Cybertronian drill, because this whole section rotates for the sake of combination. Trust me, there's a reason. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take space shuttle, turn it into an arm. What you're going to do is take the sections I was talking about with the hinges and bring those back so it's like this. And then just kind of bring those back down like you're extending the legs. Now what you're going to do is kind of just have these sections at like a 90-degree angle, kind of like that. And then you're going to flip them just 180. And don't peg them in yet, just bring these little purple sections out. And then that's going to be the hand, but you're going to want to flip out the thumb on the one side that he's going to be the arm of. So now just kind of bring the stop section out, bring the combiner board down, and there you have the arm mode. So you see, this rotates to give him a bicep swivel. Or if you decide to make them a foot, it also rotates for that too. Yes, and this piece does adjust to accommodate for any sort of movement you would do instead of just being straight up right there. So you see there is a left and a right thumb, so you can accommodate for whatever side of hand you want. You want them to be this side? You want them to be this side? So far, our Bruticus is almost there. So in the next episode, we will be going over Onslaught, and then I'll do a separate video in the same day going over Bruticus. Bruticus, the mightiest of combiners. I don't know. Bruticus is probably one of the coolest, though. I do know that. It's a personal opinion thing. So, stay tuned for that. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Be sure to click that bell icon for updates whenever a new episode of whatever I decide to do comes out. And leave a comment for, you know, whatever you decide to comment on. I don't know. That's your choice, whatever you want to comment. Don't be afraid to do that. And I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.